So here's why you're going to fail, even if you do everything right. You're going to fail, and there's really nothing you can do to change that. But it's really what you do about it that makes all the difference. Marketing, and I mean all marketing, is bound to fail. It will break down even when you follow all the rules of copywriting, all the rules of offer creation, all the rules of landing page design, all the rules of appointment booking and everything. It's going to fail. And that is why it's critically important to consistently test, assess, and retest all of your marketing systems on a regular basis. My job is to straighten out and simplify marketing systems for health-related businesses like chiropractors, acupuncturists, dentists, gyms, and more. And we do that because we want to help them create a net positive ROI on their ad dollars. Even the best marketers in the world will lose money on advertising. It's just the way it is. In fact, I've actually trained under some of these guys, and they tell me, listen, when one of our clients, like one of their Fortune 500 clients, hire them, and they run an ad campaign and it works the first time, they don't call it a win, they call it a miracle. That's because it's not supposed to win the first time around. It probably won't. And when it does, it is truly a miracle. But don't fret, there is a remedy to this. So we do something that most businesses, I would guess, don't do at all. And what we do is we measure our results and we make adjustments so that when we lose money, right, when we put money into ads that does not produce an ROI, we overtake those losses and we recoup all of those losses by our massive wins because we've been testing, assessing, and retesting all of our marketing. We don't give up when something doesn't go our way. We just figure out what we did wrong and we try again. So let's define tracking. This is the measuring I just mentioned. Tracking isn't, oh yeah, I ran some ads. I hired this SEO guy. I started, doing Facebook ads. I started, ad in the newspaper, did a radio spot. And I asked my clients how they found out about us. And no one mentioned that, so it doesn't work. Or worse yet is, I just started something a month ago and my business is exactly the same. And that means whatever I did isn't working. So that's what most people do. And it's easy, sure, but it's easy because it requires no skill, no knowledge, no thinking, no effort. And the problem is that it paints a totally unclear picture of the reality of your situation. And you can't be successful and delusional. You have to choose the truth. And in this case, the truth requires a little bit of effort because it requires you or someone on your team to spend a little bit of time each week kind of going through and tracking and recording all of this data that they can go get and seeing how your advertising's going and help you get that data to make decisions on. So your clients aren't going to remember how they found out about you. This is why you can't ask them. They don't remember. They're probably not even aware of the psychological processes and the journey that you sent them through to make the decision to choose you, right? And when you don't get someone in through the door, you have no idea why. So asking your clients, there's this thing called survivorship bias. It's there's a story about these planes in World War II that came back with all these bullet holes in them. And the engineers said, hey, put armor where the bullet holes are. But some smart guy said, no, put armor where the bullet holes aren't, because those are the planes that aren't making it back. You're only asking the people who actually made it in. You're not asking anyone who didn't do business with you and you don't know why they didn't do business with you. So asking your clients for the answers really just doesn't do you any good. It's a waste of time. So anyway, tracking. For example, tracking is the way I do it. I track 26 data points and I measure and test each one. Data points, like I have a few here. Ad spend. How much money am I spending on ads? Click-through rate. How many out of 100 or out of 1,000 times my ad is shown to someone, how many people click on it? Cost per impression, right? If I show my ad 1,000 times, how much does that cost me? Link clicks, landing page view percentage, the number of leads I've got, the number of bookings I've got, or my video sales letter watch rate, the number of those bookings that held, meaning they showed up to their appointment, right? Think like gym memberships, signing people up through ads online. Hey, how many of those bookings that got set actually showed. We have bookings missed. How many didn't show, right? What's our close rate? Are our salespeople, is our receptionist doing their job? What's the lifetime value? Can we actually run these ads profitably, or is our lifetime value of a client, of a customer, of a patient too low, or is it really high and we can afford to really scale? So all of these numbers tell a story. So when something goes wrong, I know exactly what went wrong because I can look at the numbers and I can see which parameters, which key performance indicators are underperforming. And whatever's underperforming, that will tell me this is the point in the process I need to address. This is where the problem lies, okay? So the big takeaway is you're going to fail in marketing. You just will. There's nothing you can do to change that. So what you have to do is, if you're going to play this game, is you have to actually track your marketing. You can't just run ads and forget about it and then 6 weeks later realize, oh man, nothing's working. I'm going to go cancel. No, it works. It's not working for you because you're not doing it correctly. All right. So eventually I'll make a course on this and go into detail. But for now, if you want to know more, if you need more information, if you just want a little help, or you had some questions, maybe I was a little unclear or confusing, I encourage you just to book a call with me. I'm always happy to help one-on-one, just to have a quick phone call. You can get a link to my calendar either below or in my profile or at jaredwoodruff.com. You should find it in any of those places. So book a call with me. I'm always happy to help. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.